Hello there, and welcome to In My Opinion-Haimrik. Many years ago, a war broke out, but thanks to the king and the magical powers of the word warriors, the enemy was toppled and peace was brought to the land. Years later, things got a bit bad with the kingdom being split, with the rich on one side and the not so rich on the other, making tensions a bit high. From here's where we start our tale and meet our hero Haimrik, a scribe who lives with his old and nice mother, has a buddy named Baldwin, and has a crush on the bar owner Jelena. Everything was normal until he finds a magical and powerful book which brings the attention of one of the ward warriors, and a bunch of chaos ensues. It's up to Haimrik with his new book that needs some of his good old blood to work to save the day and find out what's going on exactly. Even for a short story, Haimrik weaves an interesting tale. The lead is pretty likable and you're constantly rooting for him while you follow him through this crazy situation. The interactions he has with just about everyone else is pretty damn entertaining and funny as well. While there is a hub world where you'll be interacting with characters and watching the story unfold, most of your time will be spent inside your book. Here is where the meat of the gameplay is, and it's a puzzle game where words are literally your weapon. The goal is usually just to get to the bottom of the level to try to escape or make something you need. Though of course it's not going to be that easy, as there are obstacles in the way, be it soldiers, monsters, or just environmental hazards. Here's where the power of words come into play, as while you read the story, you can actually summon items from the words like a bow to shoot some enemies, or maybe you have to mix some materials to make a weapon, or maybe some sort of potion, and so on. The gameplay was super enjoyable. The puzzles themselves are not too tough but do require some thinking and reading, since the game does give you some clues to help you out. Once you put everything together and figure it out, you end up feeling pretty dang good. It's also not frustrating as dying holds no real negative results and you just get another try right away. And it never became dull as each puzzle felt different and got a bit challenging as you went on. They also mix it up a bit as sometimes you will have two characters at once and have to switch back and forth and figure out what to do next in what order. Then there's the boss fights, which again, like everything else, is one big puzzle. Though you gotta think on your feet more as you are constantly getting attacked and the boss can even screw for your words, which makes for tense but fun moments. This is what really caught my interest when I first saw the game. It has such a unique paper art style with giant heads and very expressive faces, making for a visual treat. Another big plus that caught me by surprise is this game is extremely violent. I'm talking hands being eaten off, bodies being sliced up, smashed, and with blood everywhere. The blood pops as well thanks to the lack of other colors. Now this is all treated humorously, so it doesn't come off as super dark and is more on the over the top violent side of things, which made me chuckle. The blood is not the only thing that benefits from this art style, as stuff like ice, fire, gold, and more stands out thanks to it. There was no odd technical issues while I was playing and the game ran pretty smooth. The variation between levels is also a welcome touch, as you're not doing all of this in one area. You could be in a castle, out in the open field, or in the dark, dank caves. Haimrik turned out to be a fun little puzzle game with an eye-catching art style, likable lead, and an interesting story to back all that up. It grows challenging as you go along, but never becomes frustrating, which makes for a nice balanced experience. It's on the short side of things, ranging from 2 to 4 hours, which flies right by since you're having such a good time. This may be a negative for some, but I feel like they were able to tell the story they wanted to in this time frame, and the ending will leave most satisfied. So join Haimrik on this crazy adventure and find out why the pen is mightier than the sword. I hope you enjoy my thoughts from this game, and for gamers' sake, keep gaming.